Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Comics Misexplained. We're going to be talking about Doomsday Clock, issue 3. And it's a wild one. It's actually pretty weird. There's a lot of skipping around, and I kind of wanted to take things out of order and put them in order. So they're kind of more sequential and easy to follow. But I was like, nah, let's just keep things how they are, how they were put naturally by Jeff Johns, who's a madman. Yeah, I think it's pretty good so far. I've been pretty impressed and excited about what's going on. The art's amazing. Gary Frank is a beast. But so it starts off with a flashback to the Watchman, the comedian getting killed. He's like, "Fuck you," and he gets thrown out the window, as you recall from the Watchman. And things happen a little differently this time around. He's fallen out the window. As you recall in the Watchman, he fell to his death, and that's how the whole story began. But in here, everything fades to black. Very mysterious. And I guess every issue so far of Doomsday Clock has its own title, and this one, I guess, is called Punk Ass Bitch Motherfucker. I guess for good reason, too, which you'll find out. So then everything fades back in, and instead of falling to his death onto the street, he falls into the water, the ocean or bay area, I guess. So he comes up for air, and it's Metropolis. And he's like, "Fucking punk ass bitch motherfucker." And so he's just exhausted, washes ashore, and very surprised by the ordeal. I'm sure that he's still alive, and he hears, "Hello, Blake. It's Dr. Manhattan." So with his ashy ankles. And it cuts to where the last Doomsday Clock left off, and it's just the comedian and Ozzy Osbourne Mantia's fighting it out, and he dodges a couple more bullets, and he wants to bail and get out of there. So what does he do? He jumps out the window. And so he's just falling out the side, but he has an escape plan. He's good, he's a smart guy. And he's like, "Punk ass bitch." Lands on the scaffolding, and comedian looks for him, and he's like, "Motherfucker." He sees he survived. He's like, "God damn it." So then the scaffolding breaks though on Ozzy Osbourne Manius, and this cat's like, "You got knocked the fuck out." Then it cuts to where we left off with Batman and Rorschach from the last Doomsday Clock. As you recall, Rorschach broke into Wayne Manor, saw Bruce Wayne's pancakes and ate them. He was hungry. He ate his dinner. And then he was, hanging out, and he noticed how to get into Batcave. He found his way down, and he's looking around and seeing what kind of person Batman is or Bruce Wayne is, and scoping things out. And then Batman, finds him, and he's like, "You ate my pancakes." And he's like, "Hey man, I need your help. I need your help finding him." He's like, "Who?" And he's like, "Oh, stomach hurt." And he farts. He just lets one rip. And embarrassed, he's like, "Sorry, smells horrible. Have nose plugs somewhere for you." And at this point, Batman's just pissed. He's so angry. This motherfucker has the audacity to come in to his home, eat his dinner, his pancakes, and then sneak into his Batcave and just rip one in it. So he's just livid. He's like, "Who is this?" And Rorschach's like, "Oh yeah, here, Kovac's journal. Please read this." So he does. He's reading this journal. He decides to check it out, and he's just reading and reading. Rorschach's waiting and waiting, being impatient. He's like, "What page are you on?" Batman's like, 4. He's like, "That's all?" And Batman flips. He's mad. He's like, "You ate my pancakes. I'm going to take my time. Get out of here, and you better not take a nap or a shower. This place is haunted." Rorschach's like, "Saw a picture of your mother. Big Bob's." And then it cuts to this old folks home, and it's just a clusterfuck of dialogue of just these old people yelling at each other and at the TV. All you need to know is this caretaker is yelling at this guy at the window. He's like, "Mr. Thunder, can you please stop waving your dick to the whole damn world?" And this old guy's like, "No thank you. It's the first Monday of the month. This is what I do now." See? They're impressed. And this is where it gets weird. Someone changes the channel, and there's a movie called The Adjourning, Welcome to Hell. And there's these two old people arguing over the remote, and the caretaker's like, Mr. Thunder, it's after 10 o'clock, you need to eat something. Don't make me put a gun to your head. And the TV's like, he'll do it, Thunder. I've seen him kill. And he's like, but I wore my best suit. The TV's like, you know what? Don't put your dick away. Kill yourself, you old shit. Oh, hey, did you forget to take your meds? You can be so forgetful. Are you imagining this? Welcome to hell. So what are you gonna do? Dust you in there? And he's like, my hand shakes as the door opens in the darkness. And then the next scene is Rorschach coming through, opening the door into a room. He's like, now then, time for a nap and shower. And Alfred's like, are you sure Master Bruce said that you can make yourself home? He's like, yeah, he said it's cool. He's like, hey, you made those pancakes, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'll make you some more. He's like, all right, cool. And so you can see that he takes off his mask, and you can see it's not the original Rorschach. It's a new Rorschach. This different guy that took up the mask, which is pretty cool and interesting. So Rorschach's taking a shower, even though Bruce Wayne told him not to, you know. And he's like, there's no such thing as ghosts, punk ass bitch motherfucker. You know, so I guess it was haunted. You should have listened to Batman. The next scene cuts to Marionette and Mime, and I wanted to give a little background here, so I put this in. Previously in issue 1, I believe, Rorschach needed their help, so he broke him out of prison, and Mime was like, you know, I need my weapons. You know, he didn't say that, you know, he doesn't talk, but so he's like, all right, you know, they go try to find the weapons, and it's a locker, nothing, but like a mime, he pulls out nothing and straps up, and Rorschach's like, you have big problems. So anyways, it comes to you know, modern day, where they're at in the whole entire story currently. They're at a comedy club, and this comedian is, you know, next level, I think, in my honest opinion. He's like, throw a ball at me. So it's kind of a mixture of like Jackass and Gallagher, I would say. I don't know, maybe some kind of avant-garde comedy, in my opinion. Pretty ahead of his time. Anyways, you know, they walk in, they're like, this looks like my kind of place. He's like, 2 whiskeys, please. And then, you know, maybe she was speaking too loudly or something, because this guy's like, no talking during open mic night, this is an art. Have some respect. You think it's easy to talk into a mic? And she's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, so what if it is? She's like, what's your end game? Why tell jokes in an empty room? And he's like, what'd she say? She's like, why not just start a meme page and make thousands laugh? And he's like, I don't know how to use Photoshop. So, I mean, he's pissed. And so Mime doesn't appreciate this. He pulls out his invisible weapon. He's like, what the shit? He's pointing at you. He's like, you for real, douchebag? And the guy's like, I'm funny. What's that? Remember that? And then he blows his fucking brains out. Like, I didn't expect to see that happen. I didn't think the weapons were real. And it just blew my mind, no pun intended, that he had invisible, like, cloaked out guns and knives. It's fucking awesome. And, of course, you know, she's a psychopath too, and they just make quick work out of everybody in the whole entire place. She has, like, this wire, just chops through arms and through the gun, through this dude's eyes. Crazy. So now they have the whole bar to themselves, and they're just drinking. And she's like, punk ass bitch. Motherfuckers. More like stand down comedy. And then it's crazy, all these dead bodies everywhere. Then it cuts to this dream sequence of the new Rorschach, and he's waking up by Bruce Wayne. And he's like, what the fuck did I tell you? And he's like, where am I? He's like, you slept for almost 24 hours. I read your book. It took you that long? He's like, yes. And I know where Dr. Manhattan is. And he's like, oh shit. I ran a search for temporal anomalies and found one in a place called Arkham Asylum. So they're going to check out Arkham, and that's where Dr. Manhattan is apparently. And these 2 security guards, they're like, oh, that was quick. He's like, yeah, you know the drill. He's like, what are you watching over there? He's like, oh, these Nathaniel Dusk movies, I used to love them. He's like, sometimes I wonder if there's a real Mr. Thunder out there. You'd probably want to kill yourself. That's fucked. TV's like, kill yourself, Mr. Thunder. And he's like, hey, you ever think this is hell? Imagine it just once and it becomes a possibility. And the other guy's like, I mean, now I do, now that I think about... Are you high? Damn it, Frank. and he's kind of mad. His coworkers, smoking on the job and talking weird shit. And if you look on top of the truck, there's Batman and Rorschach hiding out, and Batman's like, "Follow my lead, stay close, now!" And Rorschach lets out a nervous fart. And then it cuts to inside Arkham. They're walking, and he's like, "Yeah, the signal's getting stronger. He's in here." And he's like, "Manhattan?" Rorschach goes in, checks it out, and he's like, "Doc, hello?" And he's like, "What?" And then he notices the door closed behind him, and Batman shut the door on him. He's like, "You ate my pancakes." He's like, "No." And I thought that was pretty cold-hearted of Batman to do that to Rorschach. Just for eating his pancakes is fucked up. And he's like, "Let me out of here." So, yeah, that's the end of the latest Doomsday Clock. I don't know, I liked it a lot. I thought it was awesome. I'm really looking forward to the next one whenever it comes out. I know there's like a delay that's happening. But let me know if you guys liked it or not. I was working on this video prior to this one of Avengers No Surrender. It was the first issue, I believe. And I made like a battle between Amazon and Google. So let me know if you still want to see that. I don't know, I might be on the back burner forever. I also made a Facebook page for Comics Misexplained. And I don't know, I might make kind of like some comic memes on there. I'm not sure yet. A lot of this stuff takes a lot of time, and I don't know how much more I want to do. But let me know what videos or comics you want me to cover, and I'll take in your suggestions. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.